Hello, everybody. Cedric and Cedric here. CR Wrestling Commentary. We'll be reviewing NWA Powerrr, which happened, Wednesday.
Yeah, 6:15.
And Cedra's going to predominantly lead this, even though her voice is still, she's still under weather. Her, as some would say, she's feeling puny. She's going to lead this, everybody. So, it's still gonna be cool because it's her, and she like what she like. So, go ahead, girl.
So this is right after the pay-per-view, Always Ready, and they're calling it Knocks Out episode of Powerrr, start of the new season, and Bully Ray was the master of ceremonies. Okay, great. So he got in the ring and he's shaking hands and kissing babies and stuff like that. Get in the ring and he's talking about how great it is to be there. He's in the NWA. He makes everybody get up and start chanting NWA. And then Mike Knox and that little dude from the Cardonas comes out. I don't know what his name is. But they come out and he glomps Bully Ray, like big old hug. And Bully Ray wasn't expecting. He almost knocked the man down. He hugged him so tight. And Kyle's like, to us, these dudes are the Cardonas, but y'all are like, buddy.
Yeah, y'all like brothers, man.
And Bully's like, yeah, we go way back. And they do. They go way back to the Aces and Eights in TNA. That's when we started getting out of favor with TNA. So we didn't see all of that shit. We know it's a thing. We don't know history. So apparently they got all this history. They were Aces and Eights. They were brothers. It was a brotherhood. They used to drink beer and talk shit. And Bully Ray had the title and yay. And then Mike Knox talking about how emotional it was, and then quick flip the script. I hate you. Say what? You left us to starve. You always said you in it for the money. You got all the money you wanted, and you bounced, and we were left to starve. You check on us. Did you worry about us? Did you reach out to us? No. I hate your guts. So Bully's like, can you give us some space, Kyle? Kyle gonna move because he don't want to be in the middle of no altercation because he's smart. So Bully's like, I was a different person back then, and if I did you any wrong, I'm sorry. Took off his hat. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. And then him and then Mike Knox shake hands, and then Mike Knox just gives him a front clothesline to the face and knock him down, and then the Cardonas leave after that, and Velvet is like incensed.
Yes.
I can't even say the C word. I am so disgusted. Y'all know how she do. And then it went to the commentators, Joe Gallo, talking about how weird it got before the show opened. Something with Rush Freeman and his little brother. And so they go to that. And you see Trevor Murdoch's got his belt, he's got his coat.
It was his big brother.
Yeah. And he's got his wrestling gear, he's in the ring, there's nobody in the ring. He's talking about, hey, as a champion, I got a responsibility to my family and to the community. I want to express to you guys that you should give to the food banks, because there's a lot of people, that are still suffering from the same food inequality as they were going through during the pandemic. He doesn't get any further than that.
Yeah, but remember, the pandemic, it ain't over.
It ain't over.
It ain't over.
But yeah, people are hungry. People go to bed hungry every night in this country, even before the pandemic.
Yep.
And food banks help out a whole lot, especially in the poor neighborhoods. So Rush Freeman comes out, and he's trying to find something to do. He's trying to get in where he fit in. So he's doing silly shit, just like during the pay-per-view, he was stepping to Sam Shaw, and Sam Shaw was like, I ain't gonna talk, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. And so I don't even know exactly what the hell he was barking at Trevor about. Something about I was talking to Sam Shaw, and then you wrestled Sam Shaw. I mean, it didn't make any sense.
He was
to me.
fanboying out. Like, it seems like it equates to, he's my friend, and you wrestled my friend. He didn't win the title, so I'm mad at you.
So
you know the brownie point system that you
Okay.
see on Twitter and other stuff, and
So
people just back up others for no reason.
Okay, I got you. After that, he's like, my big brother's coming down here, and my big brother's gonna have some choice words for you. And Trevor's like, what's your big brother got to say to me? And my big brother's gonna come down here, and he's gonna kick your butt. And then Trevor, I don't know how he hit him, but he hit him and laid him out.
It was a right straight.
Okay, so he got him like he got Aaron.
Yep. Yeah, just not as good as he got Aaron.
And then moments later, this short man with curly hair, about the style of Rush Freeman in the same tights. What you do to my little brother?
Like, what?
This dude got to be 4'9" or something. He started jaw jacking. So Trevor knocks his ass down. And he stands there and looks at both of them like.
And then Freeman gets up.
Oh, Freeman got up.
Yeah, and he came at him, and Trevor hit him with that sky high power bomb, and got up and was looking at him like, "We done now?" Trevor looks cool as all get out.
You got no time for man. I understand it completely.
Yup.
And so after that, it's a women's match. Taya Valkyrie versus Taryn Terrell. Taya comes out. She got on the long, lacy, big old fluffy shoulders and skirt, and it matches her outfit. She looks good. Comes out and just stands in it. And then Taryn Terrell comes out, and she's got on her bright purple, and she got her little fake skirt on and her little hydration beverage that's all glittered up and stuff.
You know, dipped in butter and stuff.
And by the time she gets out,
biceps and triceps.
By the time she gets out there, Taya has come out of her big fluffy attire, but is still laying in the ring. And Taryn was having none of that because nobody can be fluffier and more extravagant than Taryn. So she was pissed that Taya hadn't gotten it out the ring yet. And so she goes over and grabs it and throws it out onto the floor. And then Taya grabs her and slams her down, pulls her fluffy skirt over her head, and just pummels her back real fast. And then she kind of drags her out of it. And a match ensues.
Yeah, a match happened. You know, you ain't got to go play by play on this.
I'm not. No. Taryn, once she looked, I was questioning if it was really her, but she looked different than she normally do. Every time she's been in the NWA for anything, she's always dressed head to toe in something pink. And she was usually really blonde. Her hair was a darker brownish color this time, and she had on different colors. And she actually did a little wrestling this time. Mostly she did running. She did a lot of running. But she did some wrestling. She got a little bit of offense. And it helped. I don't think Taya's showing was any better than it was when she wrestled Markova in the pay-per-view. Like we said, Markova got her bell rung. Hopefully she's all right. They haven't shit about her. Markova, in comparison to her performance, is a whole lot better. So I'm questioning Taya's actual ability. They keep saying she's the Raina from AAA. That's wonderful, but she hasn't shown it yet, and she might be the kind of person where she needs a quality opponent. And if you need a quality opponent to show up, you can't wrestle somebody who needs a quality opponent to show up. And I think that's what happened between her and Markova. Because when Markova is wrestling anybody else, for the most part, she's performed a whole lot better. But if you need an opponent to make you show up, and you're wrestling somebody that needs an opponent to make you show up, and y'all gonna fight each other, y'all waiting for something to happen that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a train wreck. That's what it was, the pay-per-view.
And that's what it was. Not so much here, but
this was, Cedric said that this match was more like Taya was playing with her food. And she was.
Yeah, in the beginning, that's what it looked like.
And even after Taryn started having a little bit of offense, Taya hasn't shown us anything yet. I'm going to go out on a limb and say hopefully she's got some ability that we'll see at some point. But for right now, it remains to be seen. She beat Taryn. Taryn survived, and that's where we are now.
I just got to. Other people ain't gonna like hearing this, but I got to call it what it is. All right, Taryn Terrell. She looks like somebody that learned how to wrestle about 5 days ago, but keep her head above water. Just enough. And she's in there with, she's doing this for play. That's what it looked like. And then Valkyrie, she looked like she's not trained. Like she's practiced the moves but never trained to wrestle. That's what she looked like. She's getting hit and holding a pleased face. It's not like she gets hit, holds her abdomen and smiles like, yeah, now that's the fight right there. No, it's like, aren't we all having fun? That's how she looked, like she's in a beauty salon and just enjoying the view.
If she ever worked for WWE, it could be a holdover. You sort of smile even if they disemboweling you.
Yeah. And that could be. It's hard to get out of certain prolonged months of training and whatnot. You know, usually they got to retrain someone when they leave. But it's just, I haven't seen anything out of Valkyrie. I haven't seen anything of quality wrestling or anything. She needs to be in there with someone that can lead her through a match. Because she's not a leader. You can tell she's not a leader. And Terrell seemed like she might have been calling that match. But Terrell doesn't really ever show up.
Terrell is a great manager.
Yes.
She has the capacity to be a great manager. But here's the problem. They don't have the women involved in like storylines. So you can't see anyone develop. You can't see her, doing shit as a heel manager, which is what she would be. She tries to portray her personality through interviews, and she does a decent enough job. But it's just there isn't enough women's work on NWA to adequately see it like you can, the men. And it's gonna be like that. You get a women's match, not every show, sometimes every other show. And, not everybody is vocal as Camille is now. So, of course, Taryn can wrestle. It's obvious she can take the blows so she can wrestle. And she seems to have been very happy in a manager capacity, but we just can't see it because it hasn't been allowed to blossom.
Hopefully things will change and we can see what they can really do. Hopefully they get some extra training or getting there with the right opponent. But all wrestlers, if you're a wrestler, your goal needs to be to learn to lead matches. You just can't be the one being told what to do all the time. You got to learn to lead matches so that the new people can have someone to tell them what to do, how to do it, why to do it, and when to do it, so they can learn properly and then they can pay it forward. Without people paying it forward, you're just gonna get bad matches. So let's just hope that in time these girls can get their feet up under them properly and do what they need to do, because I know that somewhere inside all of them, there's a high class match waiting to happen.
After that, the next match was the Cardonas, which is, I think it's VSK and Mike Knox versus the at least temporarily reunited Strictly Business, which is who I call Thom and Chris, which is Tom Latimer and Chris Adonis.
Why do you call him Thom?
That's how it's spelled.
The H is half silent. It's Tom.
The T could be half silent. It could be Hom.
It's not.
Could be.
Stop picking on his name. He works hard.
Thom.
Damn it.
He healed out and, they basically kicked out Nick Aldis from Strictly Business. And then he healed out further with Camille, and they kicked out Chris Adonis after he lost a national title. So Strictly Business breaks up, and then Chris Adonis and Thom both become faces. Now they're back together, at least for this night, to wrestle the Cardonas.
Until they become heels again.
And which is funny because Tom Latimer don't know how to talk as a face, so he don't. He's still the maniacal king of all evil, and his move is the sunny side of suffering, but he's a face. It's incredible. So they were wrestling.
It's all perspective. Sunny side of suffering. Yeah, that for who your opponent is.
Yeah.
Your opponent's suffering in there with you. Your opponent shouldn't be having a good time. So, just silver linings.
Yeah, trying to work it. It was a good match. The
Cardonas. Again, you want me to take over a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
We didn't write down notes. We're just watching the show, y'all, and going on memory. So look, it's just the Cardonas. They started off, and it was kind of a back and forth in the beginning, and the Cardonas took over cheating tactics. They got some good heat on Latimer, and he eventually makes the tag, and Adonis come in, and melee ensues. Kind of referee doesn't have any control over the match, which is not really good. But eventually there is order returned, and the match goes on. They're all professionals. I didn't see anything stupid or silly or anything like that.
No, it was good.
Just watching the match and pulled in and chilling. I mean, just enjoying it. It's just that you could tell that even the crowd is kind of like, we're glad you're here as wrestlers, but we don't really understand. You could tell that's how they felt about Strictly Business. Eventually, nearest the end, it was a good spot where VSK was hammer thrown into Chris Adonis. When he jumped into the air for the back elbow, Adonis just lashed him into the full Nelson. I mean, it was
beautiful.
It was like a fly trap.
I mean, and it wasn't like, okay, I kind of got him. No, he got the full move on. His hands were locked. He had that little man. He won't going nowhere.
You keep saying little man. You don't like little people, do you?
Nothing wrong with a little person, but he's a little man. He's in there with like 3 dudes that's over 6 feet. He's got to be like 5'9".
He ain't a little man. Why can't they be big men?
Because he was in the grips of.
He was in the grips of the bigger man. He was
a little man.
Look, I got heat as it is. I'm trying to show that I ain't like what people think.
I'm not saying that his littleness is a bad thing. Little people are people too. I don't mean little people as little people. I mean little people as short people. But he's littler than the people in there that had him. Damn it. He had him in the master lock.
I'm just going to let you flounder around.
I'm not floundering. I know exactly what I'm saying. He had a little man, VSK. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what VSK stands for. I haven't looked it up.
It's Visk.
Okay.
But all else fails, sound it out. So.
Yeah. You remember your training. So Knox sees what's going on. He runs over. Now he jumps at Adonis, who throws down VSK and then grabs him in the full Nelson.
You should have seen my Knox. That dude was panicking. All he could do was move his hands out his mouth open like, it got me, Mom.
It got me bad. And look, here's the thing. What if Adonis didn't let go? He would have just squished the dude. You can't just run head forth in the battle. What if things don't go the way you think? What if Adonis, like Lambert forgot to do what he needed to do? Look, the full Nelson's applied. It's done. It's a done deal. But they're not the legal people, I guess. So Latimer comes in and he gets the pop-up sit-out Dragon Bomb on VSK. A tight hold that it is. 1, 2, 3.
The sunny side of suffering.
And, Strictly Business win. The fans are like, yay!
And then it gives teamwork and they give each other the dap and go and celebrate in the corner. And then that's a wrap for season 9, episode 1.
Yay, you all won.
It didn't mean anything.
It's because they just got finished being super heels, and now they're like they get like 5 cheers in a couple of shows, and now it's like we're back.
It's like there's no reason for them to have gone face. I don't, and at the pay-per-view, you can tell if has no idea how to talk as a face. He was talking cold cash trash.
You don't let other words go. I'm glad we're not monetized. We're not monetized on YouTube. It's just that's gonna do it for NWA Powerrr. All right. I hope y'all enjoy listening to this. Check us out YouTube, Spreaker, or wherever you get your favorite podcast from. Leave a comment, review, and all that. So y'all, take it easy. Take care, and see you next time.